Welcome back to U.S. Farm Report. Trusted, timely, tradition.
At this week's USDA Ag Outlook Forum, the agency forecasting a 25% increase in soybean processing capacity in the U.S. due to a push for green fuels like renewable diesel made from soybean oil. Meal will also be a product, and South Dakota soybean farmers are taking the lead in developing new export markets for it. Michelle Rook traveled with the group on a recent trade mission to Morocco.
With the expansion of soybean processing in the United States, farmers are looking for a home for the extra meal, and they're finding it here in Morocco.
Morocco is a country of 37 million people, but its population is rapidly growing and will hit 46 million by 2025, which represents huge market potential for U.S. farmers.
Morocco is the fourth largest economy in Africa. In Africa, most of these areas are going to be emerging economies.
Morocco annually produces 3.5 million dairy and beef cattle, 21 million sheep and goats, but a whopping 413 million chickens and turkeys. Poultry accounts for 55% of consumption, with a median income of only $3,300 a year.
There is no pork production in Morocco, and red meat is expensive. So most Moroccans consume poultry on a regular basis.
But with a rising middle class and urbanization rate, expanding protein production is the top government priority, with projected growth of 20% by 2025.
Most of that, almost all of that, is for the poultry industry in Morocco. They also have a growing dairy industry.
Production is predominantly farmers with just a few head and less than a hectare of land.
There are a lot of backyard farms, small, very, very small farms, poultry, sheep, dairy.
85% of those are slaughtered and offered at local butcher shops.
Moroccan is still a wet market for broilers, and Moroccan like apparently to consume fresh product, not many frozen products.
However, they are modernizing their production and processing.
The younger people have a tendency to want to buy from supermarkets processed chicken.
Companies like El Shahel, the largest feed producer in Morocco, are vertically integrated with their own farms and hatcheries.
And we reach 1.2 million chicks per week and 1.2 million tons per year in feed mill.
And that integration also includes chicken and turkey processing.
Today we have the biggest slaughterhouse in Morocco, I think also in Africa, with 6,000 pulls per hour for chicken.
With the strong protein sector, Morocco is already one of the largest soybean meal customers for the U.S.
It's always in the top 10 of our soybean importers from U.S. It's usually around 400,000 tons.
And market share is about 60% and has been 60% during the last 5 or 6 years.
But there's room for more meal exports, and it's key with more soybean plants crushing for oil for biofuels. So South Dakota farmers are leading efforts to expand the market.
When you have a surplus, it will be a surplus of soybean meal because we're crushing for oil, you have to figure out a way to get rid of it.
And so coming here, having a presence gives us the opportunities to hopefully make some sales in the future.
Moroccan feed customers like U.S. soybean meal because it's more consistent than South American product.
The soybean who comes from Argentina, sometimes they have some problem about cooking, about digestibility, so we prefer to work with U.S. soybean meal.
El Shahel buys based on price and quality and prefers U.S. meal because of its high nutritional value.
Even if the price of soybean meal of USA is high, it's better to use it because with amino acid that they have.
This represents a shift taking place in the global feed industry, and it's a big selling point for northern states like South Dakota that grow soybeans that are higher in essential amino acids.
In the past, protein has been the bar that everybody had set, but really proteins are made of amino acids, and there are specific amino acids that are important to livestock and to human development. And South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska have those.
Research shows essential amino acids are more digestible and help livestock and poultry gain more efficiently.
Extra protein ends up being waste. So the amino acid profile is truly what they're seeking, and we offer some of the very best amino acid profiles that there are.
McCoo says they also watch the currency exchange and are relieved the U.S. dollars backed off 20-year highs to make imports more affordable. However, Babb says as the U.S. ramps up meal production, prices may be more attractive for countries like Morocco.
Larger production of meal will have a little bit lower price. You add in quality and sustainability. We've got to have a lot of good markets for that U.S. meal.
As their population grows, as they become more successful, more profitable to eat more protein in their diet, I think it's a great opportunity for our U.S. producers to export, in particular, soybean meal.
In Morocco, Africa, I'm Michelle Rook for U.S. Farm Report.
Thanks so much, Michelle. And you can read more about that destination and the opportunity it has for soybean meal on agweb.com. All right, up next, speaking of exports, we'll take a look. It's been a year since the invasion of Ukraine. How has world trade realigned, or has it? That is with our Marketing Roundtable, Dan Bossy and Matt Bennett next.